Everyone, today I want to talk about two products that I bought recently on my trip to Toronto. I went for a conference and I spoiled myself to some things. I will be telling you more about these things in the future, but these are a couple of them. So first and foremost, I want to put in my 5 cents about MAC Spellbinder shadow. So this is the new line that they have. They have very pretty dark colors. They're all quite dark. These are magnetic shadows. From my understanding, the shadow is magnetized and the box itself, the little container, that's laid with iron. So the magnetic particles will kind of stick to the box and stay inside the box. This is a pigment shadow. And there are pros and cons to this shadow that I want to discuss. Now, look at the box. Here, you cannot tell which color it is. You have the name, but if you have more than one, then you'll have to remember. I only have one. My color is higher power. This one attracted me the most because I really like those browny red kind of shadows. This one's very metallic, very beautiful. It has a little stopper. I'm taking it off, and here we go. You see those beautiful silver stripes on the sort of maroon base, and you can probably appreciate that this shadow looks extremely velvety. That's exactly the case. It's very, very velvety, which is why, of course, I bought it. I'm such a sucker. To the touch, it's exceptionally velvety as well. Here is just a little swatch on my finger. Now you see the problem that we're going to experience is going to be fallout. Right there. Right there. So you can even see the stripe pattern that was in there. So let's see. Here we go. This is a buildable pigment. This is one layer of this pigment. It has pretty good shine. Let's try to build it up. Another fingertip full of shadow. Builds very easily, actually, quite nicely pigmented, very, very shiny, very reflective. Let's try to blend. Again, blends super easily, and you can blend it out into nothing. Here we go. So you see, pigment, yes. Easy to wear, yes. Easy to blend, yes. However, this pigment will blend out into nothing, and you might have to layer and layer to build what you want on your eyelids. It can be a bit patchy. Here I tried to blend it a bit with my finger, and it can be quite patchy. I wouldn't recommend applying it with a dry brush, maybe a wet brush. I haven't tried, I will. I'll also try to wear it with a bonder, a sealing gel from Masca. But I have to say that the pros stop there. Yes, it's pretty. Yes, it's reflective. Yes, it's easy to blend. Application is not super easy. Again, dry brush, no, because there's Fallout City all over your face. It's horrifying. Worse than most pigments that I own. And also the wear time on this guy is really quite limited. I have dry lids, first of all. I have dry lids. I wear primer every day on my lids to keep the shadow on. And I never experience issues with pigments or shadows migrating, traveling, disappearing, getting into places they're not supposed to be. I don't usually have that. I have that with this guy. But unfortunately for me, this is a wear time fail because within a few hours, although by the lash line, it definitely stayed where it was supposed to and it didn't really migrate. But in the crease, where usually I don't really have many problems at all with my other shadows and pigments, it really gathered in the crease with the primer on, mind you. It really gathered in the crease. It wore off wherever there was friction on my eyelid. And it was just disappointing because of that, because I don't really have that happen to me. And it's a shame. I really like the product. I don't think it should be doing that. Yeah, I'm not really sure if I would recommend it. I would try it with maybe a sealing gel or maybe some kind of a spray wet brush. See if it does any better. It might. I don't know. I will try. but wear time is really not optimal on this guy. Another thing that I got is stupid expensive. This is wonderful though. What a treat. What a treat. If you want to treat yourself and you love Bottega Veneta, do it. This is Bottega Veneta Eau Sensuelle. This is a new fragrance that they came out with just a few weeks ago. And I have maybe a 10 ml sort of bottle, a mini bottle of the fragrance. I fell in love with it. It was gorgeous. It is such a gorgeous suede, peach, and rose. Luscious goodness. Extremely expensive. In my opinion, comparable to niche fragrances with exceptionally good ingredients. You can smell the expense in these ingredients. They really did a very good job on the composition, which is amazing. Let's get on to the cream. This is the body cream. I will most likely get the fragrance as well. The fragrance is magical. But what I wanted to try was, first of all, layering for longevity, because this is quite a long wearing fragrance on its own. Even in the form of body cream, by the way, because I've definitely been wearing it. The fragrance is very, very long wearing as well. Now, why do I think it is important? Because if you're buying a scent that is very, very high quality scent in a lotion or cream, in this case form, it is very, very nice because usually a very good scent will linger. It's formulated to linger on your skin for a very long time from the cream. But it's not going to have sillage. It's not going to be very apparent to people around you. It's not going to irritate anybody. So you still have this private, very, very skin scent kind of fragrance on you, and you are going to be able to enjoy it for yourself, but other people are not going to be irritated or thrown off by it. This was my logic behind purchasing this guy. Let's open it up. I'll show you the packaging and then we'll talk about the scent. Here's the really lovely packaging. I mean, it is lush. It is very heavy glass. The bottom of the jar is matte and textured. It's very, very nice to hold in your hand. Very substantial. It has 200 milliliters of product in here. It has a metal cap. This is metal. This is not plastic. And you open it up, and it has a stopper, of course, to prevent the cream from ever leaking in. The cream's pretty thick, but it's not greasy at all. It is actually very luscious, very, very nice formula. The ingredient deck on this is very, very good, very impressive. So the cream is a little bit of a pink tinted mass, easy to spread. You don't need much. I've used it quite a few times already, and I really haven't used very much. And I use it as a fragrance because it stays very well. It does not project, but it does create this lovely aroma that you can enjoy. In fact, for the conference that I was at, I wore this on my legs under my pantyhose, and it radiated very, very, very lightly up to my nose, and I could smell it. So interesting because, I mean, this is a body cream. I could smell it for a few hours, but it was really not having any sillage. It was just my personal space that was, filled with, not filled, but that was tinted with this scent. And for other people, it didn't really project very far as to other people being able to smell it. So this is really quite a gem, I think. The scent is luscious, luscious, luscious. It's gorgeous. It's suede, very soft, very, very high quality suede with the most beautiful, velvety, gorgeous peach skin scent, and some rose, maybe a bit of florals, maybe a bit of violet in there. It is not sweet. It just smells like a very, very, very expensive, luscious suede bag with maybe a peach thrown in it. It's gorgeous. This suede is, absolutely beautiful. I do like it better than the original Bottega Veneta, which I did try and use quite a bit and had a mini of it, but I didn't splurge on it because I didn't feel the absolute thirst for the scent. I do feel absolute thirst for this scent. I think Eau Sensuelle is going to be a huge hit. I think the quality of this fragrance is above and beyond. It's so beautiful. It's so high quality. It's rich, luscious. It's very, very expensive smelling, and it is definitely made for anybody who wants to wear it, first of all. But what I imagine when I smell it is really a very, very luxuriously dressed, very coiffured and manicured woman. Somebody with a Bottega Veneta bag. I think that's what they were going for. They wanted it to smell like the lady who would wear their expensive leatherware. It smells just divine, in my opinion. And I think a cream is a good way to try it if you don't want the big throw, like myself. Now, however, I'm pretty certain I will purchase this scent in a eau de parfum because it's very exceptional. It's really exceptional. So that's it for now. Have a good day. Bye-bye.